What you think about it, Willow? What you think about it? You just relaxing? Huh? You just relaxing? Yeah. You're too silly. Too silly. So, welcome back to the journey, folks. And if you're new here, then we definitely appreciate you. We thank you very much for following in on our journey as we continue to grow towards our next goal, which happens to be 5,000 subscribers. At that point, we do plan on doing a giveaway. But there are some things that you might not know what's going on around here. And we just kind of wanted to go through, even though we have done some videos like this in the past of just showing things that's going on. So right now we are freshly back from our trip. We went to go see my daughter's graduation from high school. So now she is taking a 2-month break before starting her college career. But I wanted to go ahead and take you guys around, especially for all of our new subscribers that we do currently have. Like I said, thank you once again. So without further ado, let's go take a tour of our homestead and what we plan to do with it. So as we go walking around, and I'm going to be showing you some things here on the property, you know, just things that we've been working on, things that's been happening, and then some of the projects that we have coming up and such. But I know it's always never ending, right? The project list is always never ending. And with that being said, let's go ahead and rewind it back just a little bit, and let's take you back to the very beginning of when we first came to the property, just to give you a quick glimpse of what it looked like, and then we'll jump back into showing you guys what's going on.
Here we are. This is going to be the entrance to our property.
Yeah, so this right now is not the driveway. There is a driveway into the property, but we're actually going to turn this because this is already an easement. So we'll transform this into the actual driveway.
Yeah.
Because we'll take you to look at where the driveway is now, so you guys can see why we want to turn this into the driveway instead.
Yeah, it's nice. You can see all the
little sneak peek.
light poles. So this is a little narrow here. You'll see.
And it has been washed out before.
Yeah.
But there is two large, these are about 3 or 4 foot concrete culverts that would need to be reburied.
Yep, because one of them is completely exposed.
The water is up.
And that's the little pond. Or that leads to a little
part
creek.
of the creek. The pond is further in. You can't see it from the driveway.
Yep, this is a little creek. And you can see all the way back there. You can keep moving, baby. There you go. See the creek right there? Just kind of head on. This will be nice. Goes all the way through. That's going to be very awesome. For the kids too.
And here's our property now. So it's actually changed quite a bit, I would say. So yes, we have been doing a lot of land clearing. Let's get underneath the front cable. We don't have a gate yet, it's just a cable, but going back that way. So all of this area over here is going to be my mom and my grandma's area for building. We haven't 100% decided where that cabin is going to go yet, because obviously you can see we still need to clear that land. But coming over this way, So obviously this is where we first were at with our RV. When we first had moved onto the property, the RV was sitting here until we had moved to the other side. So we do still have power up here available. And then mom and dad, once they moved to the property, have been doing a lot of clearing, helping us do a lot of clearing, because we had basically only had cleared this area here when we were still living up here in the front. And then once they've gotten here, we've continued to clear all of this up front, along with the entire front fence line. And obviously all the fencing still needs to be replaced at some point, but even right now it's just so much growth because of the springtime, right? Having to deal with a lot of water runoff. So we do have a culvert that needs to get installed here. That's a project to come in the near future. Working on mom and dad's cabin and their cabin site. So this is all stuff that we're kind of doing along with another building that is going to get us out of the RV, and that's what we're calling the gathering house. And I'll talk more on that here in a little bit. But we've cleared all this all the way up to the creek. So we have a creek that basically starts on our property. This does hold water year round. And this section here, the rest of the creek does dry out. But all of that over there is the neighbor's cattle land, cattle property. But all the water that runs off, because there's a ridge line over on this side, and then there's another ridge line over on this side. So all the water between the two of them comes down right through our property. But as you can see here, we've been getting foundations put in place for their cabin. We still have a long way to go with this, because we have kind of shifted focus to the other building. Mainly it's going to be beneficial for everybody, along with being able to get my mom and grandma moved down here as well. So with that, let's go ahead and we'll move over here and we'll go show you some of the other projects that we've already worked on. If you guys have not had the chance to watch any of those videos, we would ask that you go check those out. It's greatly appreciated. We do have a lot of playlists, so some of the major projects, we do have those put into a playlist, along with, we break down all of our videos for the entire year. So we do have listed the 2024 playlist. We put that at the end of every single video. So we give you the options of watching a single video or going and checking out the entire playlist for the year, and that's always at the end. But for right now, let's get you guys flipped around. Just do a little bit more of walking through the property and seeing what we see, along with stuff like this. Dad likes to go and collect scrap metal. He's a scrap metal man. Whew, I got bugs buzzing me. Right, and then we have more stuff like this. So if you need some scrap metal picked up here in the northwest corner of Arkansas, then let us know, because Dad would love to have your metal. And yeah, anyway, let's get you flipped around and let's go see some more stuff. So we've had stuff like this cedar that we picked up from the Bearded Carpenter, for projects like building a bridge. This is one of the first major projects that we did here on the property, and this one actually almost killed me, because I actually had a tree over in this area where I cut it down. It fell the opposite direction of the way I was cutting it, due to it had a little bit of rot, and I did not know it, so it caused it to fall, and it almost fell right on top of me. So definitely go check that out. It's definitely one of the things that you need to be wary of whenever you're cutting down, especially the large heavy trees. But we got a lot of clearing that we still need to do over in this able back in there, I do have a little like hunting stand. We did clear out a path, of being able to or lane, like a hunting lane. That's something that we will have to go probably clear that out again, you know, towards the end of the season. But we've had a lot of this cleared out, and as you can see, if you don't keep up with it, it just grows right back. So, but this is going to continue to be cleared. At some point, we might even have to bring in someone just to kind of use the bigger machines to kind of clear this out, because a lot of the big trees, you know, we're not cutting those down until, for one, we can see it a little clearer. Two, I do eventually want to get a sawmill to be able to process a lot of these trees for the ones that we do plan on cutting down. So until that happens, we're trying to leave up as many as we can, unless it's a dead one like that. You know, we go ahead and cut that down and cut it up for firewood, you know, because we do have plenty of stacks around the property, right, like up there. And we do help out the community. I know Jeff from Bobblehead Homestead has came to get wood and stuff like that. And that's the best thing about, you know, this community, is just helping each other. But definitely go check out our bridge build. So this right here is an easement because of our power. Yes, we are on grid. So with this, we will keep power. We have fiber internet hopefully coming this summer. But at one point, we were going to have a driveway coming here, and we were going to build another bridge. This was going to be temporary to be able to come in from here. Well, that has actually changed. We're not going to be doing that because the reason for that is our home build. So as you can see, all the stuff that's over here, we'll get over there in a second. We were going to be building our house here, but we decided not to do that. Instead, we are building our house up onto the ridge. So stick around for that, because I'll go ahead and put the drone up in the air, give you guys some aerial footage of where that's going to go. Be greatly appreciated. So just like I said, stick around. We got a lot more to see. So areas here, right? This is going to be stuff. I would like to utilize this area in between the creek and our pond for wood milling. So I will more than likely be utilizing this area here for logs and for my sawmill once that does come. This area over here, as you see, we've already been putting in some posts. Got a string line going in. The big area over here is going to be for animals. We would like to get a couple goats and chickens. We do already have a chicken house coming. We're going to do a small one that we can put together just to be able to get some birds for egg production and stuff. That's coming very, very soon. The area over here is for dogs. That's getting replaced, because eventually that's going to be our area where we are doing our barn. So we've been working on that. I'll get over there. Our pond, at some point, it'll probably be a few years from now, but we do want to extend this pond that way, okay? And it will probably end up being about 3 times the size that it is now, you know, with the direction going that way. So, pardon me. It will not be any wider than what it is. It's just going to be lengthened that way. Okay. Now with this, I don't know how deep this is. This was a stock pond for cows and stuff. This does have fish and stuff in it. So I would hope that it's not any deeper than what a cow could walk into it. But I really don't know, because we have not been out into it. We've been trying to clear around it, kind of like over there. So that's one of the things that we've been currently working on, you know. But summertime, you know, springtime, summertime is not the time to be clearing land, just because of all the bugs, you know, the ticks, the chiggers, just all that stuff. But we still have to keep up with our driveway, because the driveway does get trees and growth that kind of impedes, you know, being able to come down the driveway. So we do have to keep up with that. Dad's been doing an awesome job with that while we were gone. We had another culvert install. We had to do this by hand once again because we don't have the backhoes or any of those things. So we've done this one by hand. So this is the exact same culvert that we had installed up at the front of our driveway, and then it got washed out 3 days later. So we ended up replacing it with a bigger one that can hold the amount of water that comes through up there. So we brought this one down here, and this one's installed now because the old one was a crushed metal one that's here. We have not taken it out. That's, I guess, now just going to be animals going there, I guess. But it is closed off on the other side, and we will end up eventually, you know, closing this off and such. That way nothing can get in there. But we are going to be eventually redoing the whole driveway because it does wash out quite a bit. And once we can get the equipment, the whole area next to the driveway, it needs to have a ditch installed a little deeper than what it is, right? And then a lot of this area over here, we do plan on doing some type of orchard. Now this is starting into the ridge, so it does go up the hill, but we have a few different products that we found that we want to utilize, but we can also cut into this, do kind of a little bit of a tiered type system. But it doesn't have to be perfectly flat if all you're doing is growing trees. But we are going to clear out almost all of this area right here. Kind of do, I mean, it won't be super huge because we do want to grow, you know, some apples, avocados, limes, lemons, you know, just a few different, you know, types of trees. And this is the area that we're going to utilize that for. So far we've been showing you, you know, a lot of the future projects that's, you know, way into the future. So with those, you know, it's really going to determine of when it's always the when, you know, we get some new equipment, because truck's still down, a Jeep still broke. We do have some replacement parts, you know, coming for all those things. This, I do have parts. I'm not a mechanic, so I'm doing the best I can with that, you know, to get this back up and running. Tractor, Lil Mac. So the girls helped us name the tractor. Is actually from My Little Pony, because it's a little tiny tractor, but it's got a big heart, I guess. It does work well whenever it does work, for what it is, right? So they named him Lil Mac. But we still have issues with tires. We still have issues right now with hydraulic hoses. I blew out some of the hydraulic hoses. So until that's fixed, right now we're still doing stuff by hand, right? So some of our current projects that we are working on, like I've already shown you, was the fence that we're doing for this little animal area. Let's get you guys flipped around and we'll go take a look at the dogs area. So coming up over here a little closer, this is what we've been doing. This is all still going to be just a temporary structure. This is a tent that I got from my mom when she had her business. She utilized this for like a shade area for put tables and things in, but we're actually putting in some concrete pads. Now this was a dry pour concrete. If you guys don't know that technique, definitely go check it out. It works great. But we're coming in, been making doors, making walls, putting all this in, because right now they have their little fenced in area. Now these are the two furry dogs, right, are going to be our livestock guardian dogs. So we have Whiskey, and then we have Spirit, and then Lilu is the one barking. She's actually our daughter's pet, but she's not allowed to be inside because she likes chewing on shoes. So, but they've been going through and damaging fence and stuff, huh? Mostly you like damaging the fence because you're a big bull. Yeah, you're a big bull. I know. So that's what's going on with the dogs. And then over here, another area that we've been currently working on, doing a lot of upgrades, is septic. Okay, we've been currently working on septic, getting that better. So for a long time, we didn't even know we had septic on the property until we had already burned down the house that was here, had been clearing out the property. That's when we found out that there was septic on property. So we got that cleaned out thanks to an awesome subscriber. She sent us some money to help with clearing that out, getting that tank pumped out, and then getting supplies. So as of right now, that's good to go. We do have a pipe coming down to here, but we still do not have, so we are going to be doing kind of a modified mound system. We need to bring in a lot of sand, some gravel, and some topsoil. We're going to be doing a modified mound. It's not a full mound system because this ground does percolate fairly well. Plus we also have the creek on the backside that we can always utilize as an overflow if needed, after it's went through, you know, all of the system here, right? So it already would be going through a lot of the sand and stuff, but if it gets too saturated, it's gonna have to go somewhere, right? And that's where it would be going. So, but we're still working on that, getting a lot of this cleared out, because this area over here is where we're building the gathering house. So this is going to be a 24 by 40 building. This is going to be our temporary home for me, the girls, Gladys, my mom, and grandma. And it's going to have 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, the kitchen, all that, the good stuff in it. And then once it's done being our temporary home, it's going to get turned in to the actual gathering house. So it'll become one office, the industrial kitchen for my mom's restaurant, which is going to be going back into this trailer here. It used to be that trailer, but we've now switched. This is actually going to be a better setup for her, a little smaller, but able to pull that a lot easier with the vehicles that we currently have, because that one's big and heavy, right? So that's going to be coming soon as well. But this is our main project that we are working on to get this house up and livable. That way we can get out of that, our RV. So we bought this RV during the pandemic. Obviously a lot of folks know that a lot of businesses were very short staffed during that time, and this thing, even though it's brand new, it's a 2021 model, but it's falling apart, and it's not very conducive to everyday living, at least not very easily. Okay, we have tents, obviously, that we utilize for storage. We are right now looking into getting a 40-foot container that we're going to put back up there in the front for storage. That way some of these tents can go away. Okay, obviously that tent over there in front of the shop that has a lot of my tools, the metal building, is the blacksmith shop, also some storage. That was already here whenever we got the property. That's the only building that's still left, other, than a slab that's over here. But there was an old building that was here that we tore down. Obviously the house was a trailer with an addition, a single wide, that it was horrible. It was horrible. You'd have to go back and look at those videos. Okay, so my GoPro decided to overheat and shut down. But anyway, as I was saying, you definitely would have to go back and check those videos of what that house looked like, and you'll see exactly why we decided to burn it down instead of going through and cleaning it out. But anyway, we've come a long way. This area did not look like this whenever we first got here. And to include a well house, right? We've built that, got that going for water. getting the power poles put in, digging a 4-foot hole by hand, not with anything, no power tools, so just doing it all by hand. Not very fun, I'll let you know that. But we also have the playhouse that we got for the kiddo, which actually came from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So little backstory on that, you guys can definitely go check that out. It's greatly appreciated. And then yeah, we're just continuing to get these projects knocked out the best we can, right? We are still obviously very small channel in comparison to some of the folks within the same homesteading community or even our local community. I know there's other channels out here, you know, within our area that's smaller than us. I get it, but we all start somewhere, right? And we do love getting out into the community, helping where we can, when we can, and you know, helping them grow. They help us grow. It's greatly appreciated. That's what it's all about. But we definitely cannot be doing it without y'all, right? You guys are the reason we're able to get some of these things done ahead of time, because we don't come from a rich family, right? You know, I've even heard it, you know, over at the Black Sheep Project, you know, Liz and Mike, they even said, you know, they're on a budget too. They actually have full-time jobs because they're still a small YouTube channel as well. They're growing quick. That's awesome. And they even said over there too, right, was, hey, we don't come from money. We don't have money saved up. We don't have this, we don't have that, right? Well, it's kind of the same thing. We are both retired Navy. We do not have a humongous savings. We kind of do this just as we can, right? Obviously, we are both disabled veterans, and we can still get stuff done. Don't get me wrong. We can still get work done, but it's at our pace. We're doing it at our pace, and yeah, I know it's slow. You guys just want to see stuff getting built like right away, but we can't do that, okay? And I know that this journey is going to be amazing to be able to look back on this, you know, even 10 years from now and just say, oh my goodness, we did all of this, you know, in 10 years. And hopefully by then we'll already have all these houses done, you know, to include our house. We're going to be doing some amazing stuff right here. I'm not going to spill every single beans that we got, right, of what all is to come. But just know, if you are new here and you have not subscribed yet, there is so much amazing stuff coming very, very soon, and even into the years to come, as long as this platform is still around. And we don't want y'all to miss it. So give us that subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. And what else do I got for you? I think that's it. I think that's all we got. I've really been oh, actually I have not shown this. Let's actually go over there quick. So one of the other big projects we did work on was this shed here. This is a 12 by 16. We've been calling this the shed room. So if you guys don't know, that's where mom and dad live. That is their bedroom. So as you can see, it still has the tarps and stuff on there, but we actually had an amazing subscriber. Thank you so much. You know who you are. Had purchased some shingles for us. So now we do have that available to be able to get in there. Mom and dad are actually going to be taking off here very soon. They have a Texas trip planned. And then obviously a trip down to Mexico as well. And then they'll be coming back. But we would like to have this roof done before they get back. But I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm afraid of heights. I do not like doing that. And I'm more than likely going to reach out to the community and say, hey, can you guys give me a hand with this? Because I will do it if I need to, right? I can get up there and put the shingles down if I need to, and that's it, because it already has the underlayment, it already has all the stuff. It's only putting down shingles. That's it. There's no other underlayment that needs to be done. There's nothing else that needs to be done. It's only putting shingles on. That's it. And I know that I can do that, but it scares me to death to have to know that I need to get up there to do that. Plus also having some good weather. And I know if I can get, at least 2 folks over here that are not afraid to do that type of work, right? Because you have Gary from Simple Life Reclaimed. He's not afraid of stuff like that, but he's also been having issues with his back. I know they've been doing some amazing work over there, but they get hurt kind of like we get hurt sometimes, and I don't want to, kind of set him back. Mike over at DD5, I know that he's amazing at doing stuff because they've been actually going over and helping Mama V over at Possum Run Homestead. If you guys have not seen any of this stuff, if you don't know what I'm talking about, right, go and check out all the folks within our local community. I'll try to put the links to their stuff down in the description. Sometimes I forget, and I know that's the thing I need to get better at is going through and doing those things, and I will continue to work on that. But I'll see what schedule some folks got, and just see if they'll be able to come help with that while Mom and Dad are gone, right? We'll wait until they leave, so we're not hammering on their stuff or having it exposed why they're actually living in the building. So but anyway, and hopefully that should only take 1 day. If we get the folks available, we should only be able to do that in 1 day, right? And we're fine with feeding folks, to help out and things like that. It's never, come help me and I'm not going to do nothing for you. No, that's not how the community works, right? Is being able to go out and help folks whenever they need their help, right? That's what it's all about. So anyway, without further ado, hopefully you guys enjoyed this walkabout. I know you guys didn't get a chance to really see Gladys other than the stuff here, but she's been taking care of some stuff inside the RV today because it is Saturday as I'm recording this. And trust me, you guys, you will see a lot more of her on videos and stuff as we are continually working on these projects. Trust me, you guys will see, because I know you don't want to always just see this hairy beast of a man, but that's what you get sometimes, because I am the one that does the majority of the YouTube stuff, because she's always busy with some of the other things, especially teaching our autistic child, right? Because she is homeschooled, and that's a full-time job in itself. So anyway, without further ado, we definitely appreciate you guys for dropping in and checking us out. It's greatly appreciated. If you're returning, we do love you. We thank you for continually helping us grow. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Oh man, it's getting warm out here. So make sure you're getting out there and you're thanking a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. And we'll see you on the next one. Oh yeah, and there's other video playlist icons at the top. Make it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. Go check that out as well. It's greatly appreciated. Now, you guys have a great day.